Hi everyone, so I saw you were very enthusiastic about a layout lately. So this layout has been created in the first place by Hilda, so that's her. So she had the idea of doing this layout combination with Country Patches stencil. So this is my Country Patches stencil. I created this stencil. And the reason why you have the name in here that I wrote and as well as the copyright is because this stencil is symmetrical. So that means that if you, you flip like this way, it's gonna stay the same, okay? But I have stencils that they are not symmetrical, and I always do that. I always write the name and the copyright, because then if I turn the stencil, I know what direction I need to use. And it's engraved in the stencil anyway, but it's so, how can I say, it's so small, you cannot really see it. So I took, now, every time I just write in big with the marker, the name. So this way, it's easy. So, and then you can always erase it. So I really do recommend that you write the name and the copyright, because then, you can see right away what stencil is it, instead of trying to read in the engravement in the stencil. So that being said, so this layout, so that's my photo of my family in the middle. That's the sketch, but I'm gonna go a little bit further and explain you quickly. So the paper number one, because it's in pink in there, so I'm gonna use paper number one pink. And this one is the black, so I'm gonna do the black. And I think once you get this, you can do, the other pieces of paper. So here, if I take for example, this is the paper number 2 that you can see here, here and here. So see here, here and here. Paper number, the black one, for her, it was this brown color, okay? This one is this one. For the outside circle, okay? So I'm gonna show you this one, which is the black for me, and this one, which is the pink for me. So let's do this. So I think I will keep this on the screen, so you kind of, I think it's a good idea to place it maybe here, so you still have it. Yep. You know what I should do actually is trace the black. I'm gonna do it right away because I think it will help actually a lot. So let's see if I can do that quickly for you. So always trace on the inside, which is good because then you will see. So this is a shape. So when I say trace on the inside, so this is the shape you want. So inside for me is this side of the line, not this side of the line. So I'm gonna trace quickly the black one, okay? So I'm tracing here, here. So still inside, not here, that's outside. So this side, again inside, inside, oops, inside, inside, and inside, okay? So that's, I think it's better. So that's the black one. In here, okay? So here we are gonna start, so then with the black, okay? So I'm gonna grab my stencil, and I hope you can still see the black on this. And I'm gonna use white, but obviously don't use that, it's just because I want you to see it in the video. So use a pencil obviously for that. Then you can erase after. So because I have an angle here, I'm gonna take advantage of that and place, the straight line against the edge. But again, remember, you are not, you will draw on the inside, okay? So here, that I hope you can see it, but this is the black line, so I'm gonna go on the inside of my black line. So I'm just following my black line. So, if you use another kind of paper, you will see obviously better, but I'm stay consistent and use black because on my sketch it's black, so I do it in black. Okay, so here you have it. So see, I think you can see pretty well. Yes, so see, you have your lines. So when you cut, you always cut now on the outside. So if there is only thing you have to remember, it's trace on the inside. As soon as you trace, whatever you have in your hand, if it's a pencil or if it's the marker for your photos or this erasable pen, because sometimes the marker doesn't come off on the photo, so you use that. Any of this inside, like boom, inside. Any of that outside, or a trimmer outside. Okay, so I'm gonna show you what I meant by outside. So if I have it here, outside, because I want to keep this, so always think about what you want to keep. So outside will be this direction. So I'm gonna show you once I'm done. So that's outside, because oh, you still have the white showing. So here it's outside, because I still have, okay, let me place that in here, the white showing. So I am cutting outside of the line of my shape. Okay, so that means that at the end you will get I lost it, I prepare it and now it's gone, obviously. Where did I put it? Oh, here. Okay, so I have it here, one. So you end up having this shape. Okay, so with the lines everywhere, like I was saying. So you don't want to cut inside the lines, you want to cut outside, but don't leave also a gap. You want to cut right on the outside of your lines, okay? Because if you cut right on the outside of your lines, what will end up, I think it was, which one I cut? I cut this one, okay. So obviously you're going to remove the lines, but with the pencil lines. But see, I am inside my shape, so it fits perfectly the stencil. Okay? So that's the number one. Now we need to do the number two. So same thing, I cut out for you, but it's here. So then you have your number two. Make sense? Then the photo is there. And again, for the photo, it's the same concept. I'm tracing on the inside of the lines. I'm cutting on the outside, okay? And I'm using this to trace my photos, or this, you know, depending where you print your photos. And then you erase your marking lines, okay? So I think I can show you on the pink again, but that's pretty much how you create this layout. So once you know what lines to use, it's really easy. So that's why I use this marker to do the black lines, and I use this pink one for the other color of the paper, and I used, I don't know if I have my blue still there, yeah I do, and I use the blue one for this, so I know the blue one is there. What you could have done also is, when it's common line, like it's the pink and the blue, what sometimes I do, when it's very complex design, I do this. Because then I know, I'm going to show you what I meant. So I know it's the blue, but I know here it's common with the pink and it's common with the black. So what that means is, if I take again the layout, and thank you so much again, Hilda, you inspire so many of us. Here, see, that's this paper and then this paper. So that's the blue here. The line is in common with this one, with this shape. So if that helps you, but you know, me, I just did the pink one, the blue one, and the black one. But if it's easier for you to kind of mix the two colors, then you know it's a common line, yeah, go for it, of course. So in here, I'm gonna do this one, which is this pattern. Okay, so maybe I can place, no, because we don't see otherwise. So I'm gonna use a pencil this time. Where I put my pencil away, I like my mechanical pencil. Oh, there you go. Okay, it's there. So I'm using again the edge. Oh, wait a minute, I don't think it's a good edge. Maybe this one. It doesn't seem too straight. Let's see. Is it straight? Oh, it is. Okay, so that's good. So I'm using the corner, this way I don't waste. And that's, I'm not sure you will see, but that's my pink line on the stencil that goes up to here, So like I was saying, if it helps you to put some pink in there. But I know that's the black shape, so I know I need to stop here. So that's still my, oop, no, don't move. If you have a magnetic mat, you can use magnet. So I'm gonna hold so the paper so it doesn't move that much. So I'm holding it and I'm tracing again on the inside. So here, inside, okay, because I want that. So inside in here, inside in here, inside in here, here. I'm still inside, okay? And I don't need to trace here because, you know, so I lift the stencil, it looks good. And then, like I said, when you cut, you always cut on the outside. So you don't cut like this, it's too much space. Cut right on the line. I mean, not on the line, sorry, outside of the line, so you can still see it. And if you cut inside the line, I'm gonna actually show you. I'm gonna cut inside the line, you will see why it's not good. Really, I'm gonna exaggerate a lot. I'm gonna cut on the inside and then you will see what's the problem when I do that. This way, you know what is not working, basically. So I'm gonna show you if you cut the right shape. I lost my right shape. Oh my gosh, I'm so messy today. I don't know where I put it. I don't know. Oh, no, that's okay. I'm gonna show you anyway. I'm gonna find it. So if it's not the good shape, what will happen is, I don't know if you will see it, but I should have exaggerated even more so you can see. But there is a gap. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna exaggerate even more so you can clearly see it on this part. So you really don't want to cut on the inside. See, it's very exaggerated now, but you will have a gap. Okay, so you don't want that. You want to cut right on the outside of the lines. And is it on the floor or what? Oh no, there you go. That's the one. Okay, so see this one. There is still the pencil line only, but you can erase them, and then it fits perfectly the stencil. So that's my paper number 1. I'm gonna do it side by side. So paper number 1 in my sketch, paper number 1 here, and then this one is on the sketch, this one. So I hope with the sketch and the lines that you can trace onto your stencil, it becomes easy. And thank you again, Hilda, for this amazing layout. You have been such an inspiration for everybody. So thank you so much. A great layout. And if you have any question to me, if it's regarding the stencil, because I created the stencil. But if you have question for Hilda that created the layout, she's such a wonderful lady and she loves scrapbooking as much as I do. So she will be more than happy to answer your question for sure. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I hope it helps and I'm here. Any question, let me know. I want you to be successful and create great pages. So don't hesitate. Thank you. Bye.